All right.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to Hearthcenter on this Monday night, bringing you the Legacy Champions interview. I want to throw it to your host for the night, Azalea Kari. Azalea, take it away.
All right. Yeah. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to Heart Center. Like Lotus said, this is the second time where Lotus gets to host one of these, and he doesn't get the host because he is a champion once again. So yeah, we have our legacy champions. Every single one of them is here. I will throw to the captain of the team to introduce the players. So Geranium Battle, take it away.
Yeah, we've got a stacked roster here. In the one, we've got uh Lotus, our usual host and host of this team.
Hello.
In the two, we've got Based, who is feeling a little bit under the weather, but um, she's got some other content planned maybe. Oh, she says although. Okay. In the three, is me, Stranium. Um, in the four is Canoe.
Hey there.
And in the five is Charl Rip.
Yo. Gamers.
Gamers. All right. Well, I guess I'll say congratulations again, and boy, what a match we actually had. This one is going to be quite fun to go through. This was a match that took place in two separate pretty much in one night and in one extra match. I guess if you want, you guys can go. We can go through your matches, kind of as they happened. I know two of them took place at the same time, so you'll have to take turns on that.
I think Geranium went first, right?
Yeah. I was first. So four of the matches were on stream. I was first up. It was me versus Diamond in the three seed. I let's see. I led off with a deck that I created essentially for this match, which is a mixture of Relic DH and Spell DH, which should normally be really good against Outcast and really good against Control Priest. Unlucky for me, it matched up against Unholy DK, which is like an okay matchup. But the worst part was that I decided to rope out my turns. So roped out, very important turn. Made an accidental misclick. Ended up leaving exactly 30 damage on Diamond's board since he played a huge Marrowgar. Game two, I lined up with Enraged Warrior versus Outcast DH. Outcast DH drew really hot. So Diamond was up 2-0. Then I started facing Control Priest. My Spellic DH did what Relic DH normally does and beat Control Priest. Then Miracle Rogue went up against a really bad draw from Priest, where I just didn't find Light It Burns or anything to really kill my my 7/7 and my 6/6. So I just kept going face with that until I won. And then game five. Game five was Enraged Warrior having to get up against Control Priest. I went with a line that if I had played it correctly, would have been 100% to win the game in two turns. I did not play it 100% correctly. Then I was relying on a top deck, found the top deck, and played too quickly. So I ended up turning a 100% win into a 100% loss and lost the series. Really just played too quickly. But anyways, we're starting off 0-1 against the opposing team, and then Lotus hopped on.
Yeah, I had a pretty good match against Neji that basically boiled down to, I don't know, um, just a lot of high rolling games. I feel like a lot of them. They weren't They're just linear games, and whoever high rolled the other hardest won. But it was fun. It's always fun to play. And in the end, Neji did beat me 2-3.
Yeah. Then base was up. Um, I don't know base what you want to communicate against with your match against Super Chicken, but it was even faster than Lotus's. Started afterwards and ended at the same time, and it was the same result. It was a 2-3, but it was yeah okay. Base says Super Chicken was super good, and I thought we both played very well, and that's very true. Yeah, fast games, good high rolls, done in an instant.
Yeah.
So, being that we were down 0-3 in matches, one would think that the series was over, and that's what I thought too. But Canoe still went up to play his match because we could still win with a 3-0 and a 3-1 or two 3-0 sweeps. So Canoe, but
Yeah. So my match started out with Hunter Hunter matchup. Very high tempo gameplay from both players, and I think the biggest turning point was a Hydrolodon got dropped by Hustle, my opponent, and then I discovered or was randomly gifted Gaia the Tectonic, the Mage Colossus, and it was just like the perfect clear for the Hydrolodon threat. And then I had, I think, two Hydrolodons in hand to just, completely out tempo the matchup at that point. And then game two was a Shaman versus the Hunter. I was playing Evo Shaman and managed to not die over and over, and then evolved into a cage head. And it turns out that a 9/9 with taunt is really good against Hunter. And that game, pretty much the 9/9 just swept that. And then the last game was a control priest. It was a 30 card control priest focused around a little bit of healing, early game removal, and I queued into Frosty K and a few dirty rats and a big fish with lifesteal at the end. Got that win.
Yeah,
okay.
and then going into my match, I for that match was across in Europe from I'm usually from the US, and I was in was on a completely different time zone, like 7 hours off, and I get a message at like 11 p.m. or something like that. Hey, you need a 3-1 to win this entire match. And so that was just like, "Oh, okay, I guess we're doing this," um, and I wish that we could have streamed that match, but, ended up just I had to play pretty late for me, but it was pretty early for, everybody over on stateside, and so, um, I ended up just going into it. I was a little, I just had a little bit of fear because if you look through my match history this entire season, pretty sure all but, like, 2 were 5-game series. I am nothing if not I bring it to game 5. Um, but I just went in. I had been playing almost the same decks the entirety of playoffs. They just felt really good. I was really hitting that stride in playoffs after kind of a rough middle of the season. Um, and so I just brought what I knew. I brought Hunter, I brought Relic DH, I brought Enrage Warrior. We had a little worries about the Death Knight, but it ended up getting banned, so it didn't even really matter. Um, so I queue in first with the Hunter, most confident. And I'm in Dispel DH and or like I think it's a spell or an outcast or something like that. And I just put as many minions on the board as I possibly can, and eventually just overwhelmed with stats. Um, the game 2, I went the Relic DH. My opponent switched to Priest. Um, and I just had I got like a turn 7 Zymox. I had just had another one of these just like play a lot of stats and hopefully overpower before they get any clears, and that ended up working. Um, but then and so then I was up 2-0 and I was feeling good, and then um we get to the Enrage Warrior versus Priest, which is supposed to not be very good for the Warrior. But I remember, if I'm not mistaken, it's Verse Riff, the 5-mana one that summons 2 minions. Um, I ended up Bridge
Bridge
Rift,
Riff.
sorry.
Yeah.
I Bridge Rift. I got like 4 of them. I was able to play about 4 of them in a row. And Priest only has so many clears. And so eventually I played Bridge Rift Bridge Rift after Bridge Rift, and then was able to end up just doing enough damage to get an unraged Grommash lethal. Like the theme of my match was just put as much stats on the board and hope that it works, and it totally worked.
Yeah, that is a very good plan. As one of your teammates so aptly said, biggest minion all face. Um,
Truly.
truly. So yeah, as we heard, this match went match wise. It went in favor of season 24 5v5 legacy clown contestants. But um, the two sweeps got you guys there, and I am very much earning the victory and the title. I guess we have a little bit of time. I can go through and ask some questions to each player, or we can do more team based stuff. I guess I could start with our captain. We've for Geranium. Now that you've won 2 consecutive legacy championships, how does it feel to do it with 2 kind of completely different teams? Doing it last season with roster with Neji and Molstar, etc., and now doing it with this team.
Um, yeah, I mean, just you take what you've been given and you try to help people as much as possible, and you try to let them have as much fun as possible. You know, give them what they already know, and talk about it, sort of idea. And yeah, I don't know if I feel like there's so many good teams in THL that I don't think there will be another one, but I'll try.
And can I just piggyback off that and just say how amazing uh, Mr. Geranium is at just giving us options and giving us stuff to do? Because I was having a bit of a lull in the middle of the season. I was busy. I was graduating college and all that, right? And he was just like, "We can play these decks. You can try and learn this, but you don't have to, right? Just play this, and it'll work." And give it your best shot. And especially when I was having that lull in the season, I just really appreciate how you were able to bring me back in and bring me back in and focus me up. And so then I had, my run that I did in playoffs where I don't think I lost.
Thank you.
Yeah, I just want to add that Geranium can be such a great captain. Just a lot of effort to help the players. I think there's definitely merit. I feel like a lot of captains are underrated figure, but he's done a great job at kind of making the team band together and make sure everyone has it set for the week.
Absolutely, and as one of your legacy players, I can agree with all of that. For sure. I guess next I'll move to Lotus. I'll ask Lotus a quick question because you sir have had an amazing start to the year of the Wolf in THL, winning 2 championships and things that have happened outside of THL. I know you talked about your biggest highlight in Pro, but I can continue that and ask what would you say was your kind of your biggest highlight in the season for Legacy?
You know, I don't even know. Legacy was such an interesting series. I feel like playing with you all was an amazing season. And I enjoyed it a lot. Y'all know how much I enjoy playing with you. So, yeah, it was a great moment. Um, what else? What were some highlights? Facing Neji bringing Poison Rogue when Poison Rogue is not a deck was a very weird experience. Not
Oh,
in
I
finals,
remember that.
but
I
that was
remember
quite a
that.
week. That was a pretty big one. It was a very funny week. Um, Awful deck. It was a completely awful deck, but a great experience.
Mhm. All right. Um, I I am a little. I will say I'm a little bit uh stumped for. I'm a little bit stumped for questions. I guess for Charp and Canoe, because obviously for Charp almost even more. Kind of like, if you can remember the feeling that you had when like you got that final portrait to Dead, because that must have felt pretty good.
I tell you what, when I finally realized that, oh, I can win this priest matchup, I was so excited. The me m- this win has been a long time coming for me. I mean, I've been here in THL for 2-3 years now, at least,
Mhm.
or something like that, right? And it's it is really nice to finally end up getting it. And after what for me really felt like kind of a last peter out season in the middle, because right, I mean, you look at my record and it was like I was 2-4 going into playoffs, but my game win rate was like 56%. I was hitting these game threes on almost every single match, and it was just like it had that feeling that I couldn't make it over the edge, right? But whatever the way the meta aligned and just finding those few decks that I really knew, just gave me that chance to start winning and start finally winning these 3-2s. And then just all came to a head in the finals. It was very refreshing.
Yeah, that's awesome to hear, man. Congratulations on a championship. Um, Man, like I guess. Drain. Okay, Draining. So Draining has DC. He'll be back shortly. Um, I guess if anyone kind of wants to give thoughts, um, any other people want to give kind of thoughts on the season. I don't want to keep people for too long. As it's kind of Monday night and we're all kind of busy. Um, so yeah, I guess Canoe base if you want to type
Yeah,
anything out,
no.
or Canoe.
I think it was definitely an interesting end to the season. I think the entire time I was playing this season, it's been a little bit of a roller coaster as far as like my confidence went as far as like playing decks. I got banned from playing Outcast DH about midway, and went on to kind of find the niche that I liked. I actually my match for finals was streamed right after all of my teammates' matches, and I did not know that um, they had gone all 2-3. So I was just queuing up for another game, trying to do my best, and ended up playing I think three of my best games this entire season. So felt good to end on a strong note.
Nice.
Yeah. If someone wants to read out what base said, I feel like it would be more appropriate if a teammate did than me.
So they said that she had a very fun season and wanted to give huge props to all my opponents. It was always a good time, and thank you to my captains and teammates. And did say Neji, your move now.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. I know. I know for base, it's been a while since you've won, especially a legacy championship. Since before I actually was in THL with Hearthstone Academy, I believe. So congratulations to all of you. I guess I don't have that much more on the docket. Oh, you've only won a Legacy Championship. Okay. Yeah, the 2 back-to-backers.
I will add about this season, since we were talking about like our feelings about the entire season. I think
Yeah.
like this one was a pretty like clean line, a pretty like a straight through, where we just kind of had a goal in mind and we just kind of kept achieving that goal every single week. Like there wasn't as many hardships as I feel like I've had in other seasons. So I'm very grateful to have teamed with such really good players that we just kind of consistently were able to put up results and didn't have to worry that much.
It's okay. You can say it. It was easy.
I don't know, just like, yeah, luck wise, I guess it was a bit easier.
Too easy.
I have one final question that I want to ask my whole team here. What do you all say we read this commercial one time to end the show?
Oh,
Of
man.
course.
The commercial break.
Yeah, but let me get the link here.
Yeah, I got it.
Got it. Okay.
Do you want me to read it? Or do you want someone else to read it?
Oh, I would say the team alternates.
Oh,
We've
the
done that
team?
in
Okay.
most legacy finals.
Awesome.
Get it? No, you. Okay. Yeah. So if you go into Donde's legal proceedings there, click on that link and just scroll down a little bit to get to commercial break.
So once everyone is ready, let us know. I'll start the first line and then we'll go in seed order. Base, since you can't really read this one unless you want to, but otherwise we'll skip you. Okay, someone is afraid of the cursed commercial.
No.
So yeah, so Canoe, you're after me, Char up after Canoe, and then
Yeah.
all the way back to
Loop
Lotus.
back.
Got it.
Okay, so assuming everyone is ready, I'm gonna open it with a yo, 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 yo. Hey there, Twitch truthers.
Have who subscribed to Team Hearth League yet? Then rake Tuesday the day to be a league yourself and subscribe to our channel.
This subscription Ronables our team to help cover the monsters of operating our website, as well as to improve the quality of our streams and content tune out our viewers.
If you crave Amazon Prime to the crime, you can subhoob to the channel for free.
Subscribers will forget a THL emote bone joints, as well as a disgusting THL chat badge.
So multiversus that thumbs up button and keep the lights bone to Quake Lord sure you catch our train brushy casting live. We appreciate each and some of you.
Spectral note to our viewers: check out THL's other social media points of interest.
Website teambarfleague.com. Catch us on Twitter, FreeHLHS. Join us on Discord, Team Hearth League. Face us on Hearthstone Based Inc. Number 1884.
The true Hearth Common Rotten Applebaum Genes continues to heal all of your Yodadios on our YouTube channel.
Just besmirch for Team Hearth League to see everything previously recorded.
You are, of course, watching us on our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/McBanterface, or possibly on our YouTube channel in the future. And for all you guys, yo, THL fanatics out there, there there are THL shows every single most days of the week.
You want to go run tuning in at Titan for some Hearthstone belated content.
Now, Sucklish is the brushy part. Kachauchi.
All right.
Kachauchi, indeed.
An amazing final cursed commercial reading. Thank you for that, everyone. Yeah, it's not language, but don't worry.
Dude, my 4 a.m. brain cannot handle this.
It'll get redone and then recursed all over again next season. I'm looking forward to it, everybody. I want to thank Lotus Knight specifically for being our host and op all season. And Saku for stepping in for a couple of weeks and for doing the hero interview this week. I appreciate everything that you all do. Thank you to everyone who's been involved in Hearthcenter this season. And once again, congratulations to Albatross's play mistakes for on being our season 24 legacy champions. And I will leave.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, you're welcome. I'll leave parting words for Lotus Knight to wrap us up.
Yeah, I want to thank you so much, Azalea, for having us. We are going to have some special events, so keep an eye out for draft. If you want to play a draft match on stream, we're always looking for matches. Let us know. I am going to do a trivia night. It's saying on the Discord it's tomorrow. It's not going to be tomorrow, but it's going to happen at some point, and I will let you all know when it does. But I believe that is it. There will be a award show whenever Saku has it. It's going to show on the Discord. I think it is this weekend, and Baze and I will at some point get to plan our set review or something about it. We'll figure it out. So with that, I want to thank Azalea Kari for being the great host for our show tonight. I want to wish you all a good night. See you later, everyone.
Have a good night, everyone.
See you. Good night.